Hi, Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist and Spiritual Teacher here. Well, what do you think this is? Well, they're tablets and they have kind of a honey smell to them. Well, this is propolis tablets and they do amazing things. And if you're not taking propolis, you're doing yourself a disservice. There's no doubt about it. There's over 300 scientific articles showing that it does amazing things to heal the body. And everything that comes from honey and from the comb and everything that the bees make is amazing. And I've talked about royal jelly and honey, and also talked about bee pollen and now propolis. So amazing stuff. It's been successfully used for thousands of years. Actually, Aristotle talked about it in 350 BC, and so it's been used a long time. Assyrians put it on wounds to fight infections, and actually the bees use it on the outside to protect their actual hives and fill in cracks and openings and that type of thing to keep out insects and other insects and small animals. It's actually made from the tree saps and buds and uh, actual some flows within the actual pine trees and that type of thing, and other botanical sources, and it's a powerful agent. And it also contains pinosembrin, which is another powerful agent, which is it protects the body in general. It's antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal, anti-inflammatory. The Greeks used to use it for abscesses on the body. If you had an abscess somewhere, boy, they would put this wonderful propolis on the abscess. It's kind of produced by the bees. It has a kind of green, sticky looking look to it, kind of brown, sticky looking, greenish sometimes, depending on what they are using to bring this to the hive. Also, the Egyptians use it for embalming mummies too. It contains 300 different compounds, uh, lots of polyphenols and lots of antioxidants, and the same thing we find in green tea, but a lot more of them. There's no doubt about it, including athletic acid, esters, aromatic acids, ketones, also cathletic acid, cathletic phenol esters, quercetin, that's a big one, resveratrol, wow, resveratrol, amazing, galangin, genistein, which is a powerful agent, vitamins and flavonoids, and on and on and on. I mean, it's just wow. Pretty amazing stuff, I have to tell you. Uh, has amazing healing qualities in general. Great for burns. If a lot of studies show that actually put on propolis on the burn actually speeds up the healing of burns. And I won't get into all the different studies. It would take me days to go through them. I've been reading a lot of them over the years, and it's amazing what propolis can do. Helps with diabetes. A study in the Burn and Trauma Journal in 2015 actually showed that actually lowered glucose and protected against lipid oxidation. So good for diabetes in general. Wow. Prevents cancer. A lot of studies showing that it helps with lung cancer, oral cancer, skin cancer, colorectal cancer, prostate cancer, breast cancer, esophageal cancer, all kinds of things. And actually, another study in the Journal of Topical Biomedicine showed that actually can create death of the tumors. So that's a great thing. Also, a study in 2016 showed that in Thailand, showed that actually can actually stop the growth of tumors in general. Powerful. I mean, powerful. Helps with allergies. If you got a lot of allergies, you might want to take some propolis, and it actually reduces the histamine reaction in the body. So, wow, amazing. Actually, if you want to prevent cataracts, you should start taking propolis. I recommend you take it like anything for like 7 to 10 days, and then take a week off, then come back to it and have this normal cycle, which is good for the body. Also, it increases athletic performance, especially during hot weather. And if you got a hot weather like we have here, this is really good. Helps with inflammation and actually helps to prevent heat exhaustion, and you can have better get up and go when it's hot outside. Kills warts, and that's an amazing thing also. Applying an ointment topically actually kills and removes the warts after a while. You can actually get an ointment of propolis and put it on the area, and after several weeks it actually will die off. Improves blood pressure. It actually decreases a hydrolase compound in the body, which increases the nitric oxide in the body, so you have more open vessels in the body, so the more blood can pass, and you actually lower your blood pressure, which is a great thing. Wonderful. Kills bacteria. It kills streptococcus and a whole bunch of different bacteria, and bacteria also, the pylori, and that's the one that causes ulcers. So you can kill a huge amount of bacteria. So really great, and I highly recommend it if you have, ulcers of any kind, outside the body or inside the body. Helps to control and stop dental plaques. If you have, always coming up again, gum disease, this is one thing that you could use to swish around in your mouth and take orally also, and actually stops the formation of dental plaques. Also, ear infections in children, really great. And a lot of studies showing that actually with a suspension of propolis and zinc given to children with ear infections actually reduce the risk of the episodes that they had. So wow, amazing. And a lot of kids these days have a lot of ear infection. I have no doubt that it has to do with all the chemicals that we're eating, and we should be eating organic, absolutely. Another study actually showed that it actually helped children with gut flora and helps with actual throat infections and nose infections and sinus infections, that type of thing. Amazing. It kills viruses, so it helps with colds and flus, and study shows it actually speeds up the healing of colds and flus. So if you really want to get better, start taking some propolis. It's going to help you. Also, actually people were actually feeling better than on a controlled study with placebo, actually a huge amount better than the group that just had the placebo. So pretty amazing stuff. Also helps with eczema and psoriasis, and the study shows it actually gets rid of the inflammation in the body because of this. Boosts up your metabolism and helps your immune system. So if you have any type of metabolic process going on, you might want to take some propolis. Also, if your immune system's down, you might want to take some propolis to kick up your immune system. It's really good stuff. Also contains lots and lots of antioxidants, which we now know the more your antioxidants you take, the less cancer you have, less diseases you have in general. Helps with preventing pancreatitis, and they've done a lot of studies showing that it actually prevents pancreatitis, and it can help with pancreatitis once it gets going also. Great for herpes, type 1 and 2 also. Either one, it'll stop the replication of the virus, so really good. And for outbreaks, you can use a 3% propolis ointment, and within days it'll be disappeared, actually a couple days. Great for fungal infections. If you have, a fungal infection going on, a study in the Journal of Phytotherapy Research showed that it actually helped with candida, oral infections, and caused by denture-related problems, causing candiditis. So if you have a thrush going on, you want to take some propolis. Absolutely, positively, there's no doubt about it. A study in 2011, a Journal of Medical Food Processing showed that actually it had a huge anti-fungal capability, and it killed 40 different types of fungus. And fungus is a normal thing in our gut. If we're eating right, and if you follow my diet at paulhaider.com, and my diet's there and a whole bunch of recipes too right beside it, and we can keep the candida under control, and it'll go back to its place in the body. It's supposed to be there, but when we don't eat right, it gets out of control. So we really need to allow ourselves to eat right and follow my diet. I had a lady yesterday, called me, and very interesting is she's been take a whole bunch of antibiotics because she ended up in the hospital many times with many infections, and boy, everything went crazy. And so she came to me and we did an hour-long consult. I asked for a donation for that, and now she's on the right track. She even texted me with some what she was eating, and boy, we're going to get this under control, and she's going to get back into the pink. There's no doubt about it. Also, it's a powerful anti-inflammatory. It helps with arthritis and joint pains and back inflammation and all kinds of things in general. If you have giardia, this can actually keep it under control, and in children actually get rid of it completely, and actually help to eliminate most of it in adults, about 60% of it. So that's pretty good. Also speeds up wound healing, and a study in the Biomedicine and Pharmacotherapy 2016 actually improves wound healing and suppresses inflammation in general. If you are a woman and you want to have a baby, you should be taking some propolis, because taking 500 milligrams twice a day, AM and PM, actually increased the ability to conceive by 60% over a placebo. So that's a wow, amazing amount. And helps with endometriosis also. Endometriosis also. And so if you have, this is keeping you from conceiving, you really want to take this. And the same thing, 500 milligrams morning and night, and that will help you, get rid of this process. Great for sore throats. And you can get it in a spray, you can just spray it on your throat, and really good, and it gets rid of that right away. Or you can gargle with it also. You can get it in a liquid extract. You can get it as lozenges. You can get it as capsules and sprays and tablets and powder, tinctures, just about anything you can think of. You can get it out, and it really will do a good job of keeping you healthy and improving your health in general, and we can move to a higher plane of health. There's no doubt about that. The dose is 500 milligrams once or twice a day, and I recommend 7 to 10 days. And then come back to it. Just like anything, the body will get used to it, and it doesn't work as well after a while. Also, you can have an allergic reaction just about anything if you just keep taking something. So I recommend give the body a break. You know what I mean? Let it go and come, and that way it works very effectively. Its side effects, it's very safe, been used for thousands of years, highly successfully, and rare cases of allergic reactions. Those who are pregnant and nursing, I don't recommend it for them, because your baby is very, particular at this point, and we want to keep them very safe. If you have a bleeding disorder, it might prolong your bleeding problem. Also, if you have terrible asthma, I recommend you stay away from it. Well, just the same with honey also in some people. But try it and see how it works for you, because some people with asthma, it doesn't seem to do anything to them at all. In fact, my wife had asthma, and she hasn't had outbreaks of asthma in years, and she takes propolis and has absolutely no problem whatsoever. It's very safe in general, and I highly recommend it. It will do your body good. There's no doubt about it. So I highly recommend taking propolis. It will do some amazing things for you. And give thanks to bees. There's no doubt about it. God produced them and made them go throughout the world, and there is not a country that doesn't have bees. If you don't have bees, you're not going to be living. They, actually do the fertilization of all the crops and do an amazing job. Please help our beekeepers and our farmers to promote bees and keep beekeepers going. A lot of them are having a hard time these days. So allow ourselves to think naturally, and this is a great way to actually produce more powerful organic products, and actually take and start eating organic. And you can actually Google, buy direct from an organic farmer, and you can find a organic farmer near you who will actually deliver to you, and he'll send you an email every week, and you can check off what you want, and it'll be less expensive than what you're paying for regular food now. So it's a great way to go. We get a box every week, my wife and I, for $50. It's really more than what we can eat in a week. And it's amazing. It actually saves on our food bill amazingly. And we also have a big garden, so it kind of supplements all the different things we have going on. And it's a wonderful way to go. If you care to get a hold of me, my phone number is 831-869-9119. 831-869-9119. You can WhatsApp me and text me with that. You can also email me at drpaulhaider@gmail.com. That's drpaulhaider@gmail.com. And that's probably the best way, especially if you're out of the United States. Also, you can call me anytime. I do go to bed at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so call me early, please. I'll get back to you the next day, but leave a message and leave your phone number, and I will get back to you. I asked for a donation for consults, and boy, am I busy with consults these days, one after another. And just keep, and if you have a short question, no, I'll answer that right away. Yeah, I want to help you in any way, shape, or form. Maybe you have a spiritual question, maybe you have an herbal question, or maybe about diet and that type of thing. And so I'll keep you moving in the right direction. My Skype address is drpaulhaider. You can connect with me that way. And I'd love to talk to you. That's one of my favorite things is to see people and interact with them. That's a great way to go. Also, if you care to make a donation, you can go to paulhaider.com and make a donation. And I want to further my research and keep this research coming to you. And the only way I can do that is, have a little help from you people and move this further along. And I want you to have a wonderful, wonderful day. But most of all, I want you to remember one particular thing, that you're not alone, and God is watching over you. And you just have to keep the confidence going and know that everything will work out. But remember this also. I love you so very much.